Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Ice here, and welcome back to another video. Guys, in this video, we are doing unorthodox training drills. I'm going to be giving you guys maybe like 10 drills to practice, unorthodox drills to practice to help you improve your general mechanics. All you need in order to complete these drills, just get into your own map and make sure you have a timer. Make sure you put a timer in your map, set it for 2 minutes. These are 2-minute drills to practice. This is like you can do this to warm up, or if you just want to sharpen your mechanics. So let's get started. The first drill is going to be wall juggling. You're just going to make sure you start the timer. For 2 minutes, you're just standing in the middle and you're wall juggling. The goal with wall juggling is to make sure you finish each edit. Make sure you're trying to explore every kind of edit. Go all the hard ones, you know what I mean? Mix it up. I like to practice the windows. Just go at your own flow. Like, do your own pattern, do whatever comes to mind. Just do that for 2 minutes. One thing to also make sure that you're resetting. Like the pattern that you're supposed to be following is editing, resetting, and then editing again. Resetting, editing again. It's really important that you follow this pattern because the next drill is going to be something different. So after the 2 minutes is up, you're going to start the next drill. The next drill is going to be wall juggling, but reset edits. So you're not going to reset the edit completely. You're going to reset the edit and then edit it without confirming. And that's how you're going to juggle the wall. You can practice, I like to practice doing the windows. And when you're doing this edit, I also like to practice making sure that it's instant. The faster it is, the cleaner it is, the better. And do that for the full 2 minutes. So just try to go as smooth as you can. Not really speed, it's just about being accurate. Make sure you're finishing each and every edit. See how I'm messing up? I'm only messing up because I'm talking, but make sure you're just finishing the edits. You don't have to go that fast. The goal is to get crazy fast, but you have to start off going smooth and being consistent first. After the time's up, you're going to restart the timer, and you're going to do the same thing over, except you're going to be strafing back and forth. You're going to start with your normal wall juggling while moving. Make sure you stay in motion the entire time. Try to follow a pattern as well. It'll help your movement. A lot of keyboard and mouse players complain about like how bad keyboard and mouse movement is, and I understand the limitations for sure, but you can definitely practice because there's a lot of strengths to keyboard and mouse that controller doesn't have. You can definitely practice and hone all those weaknesses and make them strengths. So if you want to master your movement on keyboard and mouse, do this. Do wall juggling. Maybe do patterns like you can make little circles, you know, fucking little circles while you're doing your edits. Like if you see my left hand, how many buttons it's pressing, it's actually pretty impressive. And that's what I would, this is how I would go about your practice session. Those are the things you want to focus on when you're doing this particular drill. So just make sure you stay in motion the entire time. After you finish that drill, you want to restart the timer and start the next drill. The next drill is the exact same thing. You're wall juggling, but your reset edits. You're not going to confirm. Your reset before you edit it. Make sure you stay in motion the entire time, like the previous drill. Alright, so after you finish that, you want to restart the timer and start your next set of drills. So this is drill number 5. You're going to start the timer, and this is the technique you're going to be practicing. Practicing a double edit technique. This is how it looks. Double edit through, and then double reset. Double edit through, double reset. Double edit through, jump back, double reset. Double edit through and move forward. So this is the full motion. You're double editing through, moving forward. Make sure you land around here in the first quadrant. So this is another concept I want to describe to you guys. There's quadrants when it comes to positioning in Fortnite. It's a lot easier to break down positioning than it is in like Call of Duty or something, just because I can break it down in terms of quadrants on your grid. So you stand in a 1-1-by-1 platform, and this is your positioning in it. You have 3 quadrants to stand in, and each quadrant has its own set of techniques that you can use from that quadrant to get angles on your opponent. It just depends on where your opponent's positioned. So now that I described that, this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Wait, right? No. Quadrant 1's over here. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so as I was saying, just like in math, this is quadrant 1 over here, top right corner. This is quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. This is quadrant 4. See the 4 squares? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like in math. Just so that we keep it easy to digest. Okay, you've been taught this quadrant topic before, concept before, and we're just gonna reuse it for this. So yeah, so you're gonna be in quadrant 1 and 2. You're gonna be in quadrant 2 and 3. 2 and 3 when you're going for this particular drill. So you're gonna start in quadrant 3, and you edit. And as you're going for the second edit, you're landing in quadrant 2. All right. And then when you go for the resets, you're jumping back into quadrant 3, and you're going for your resets. So I'll show it again. Forward motion, jump back, and you're landing in quadrant 3. Forward motion, 1, 2. You're landing in quadrant 2, back, landing in quadrant 3. So I hope that's easy to understand, and you're just gonna keep repeating that combo and over. And if you watch my combat videos, like when I'm playing Edit Pump Wars or anything, you'll notice this combo I do a lot. Where like I'll shoot a guy, boom, hold on. I'll shoot a guy, bam, and I can reset it and edit it again really fast. See what I mean? And you could do it with the double edit as well. And you could catch them off guard. So you go for the double edit, you get a shot off. They won't even see it coming. Like especially if you time it with the shot. So you say you go for an edit, shoot them, and you reset it before they shoot you. So you block that shot initially, right? And you block, and maybe they'll shoot it and your wall will break or whatever. But now you have double cover. So there's a concept I was describing. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. There's a concept I was describing in the previous video called shielding, and this is shielding as well at its finest. So there's an opponent right here where the timer is, for example. I have 2 shields, 2 sets of shields, 2 sets of cover that I could hide behind if he were to get aggressive on me, or if I need some extra cover. All right, so they're there. My first shield is this wall here. Okay, first shield is this wall here, and I'm standing in quadrant 2. All right, standing in quadrant 2, back corner of quadrant 2, and I could hide in this corner, and I could get a nice angle off on you. You can barely see me. I can get peeks off on you wherever you might be. And say this cover fails. Say you're in a position that's really not beneficial. The opposite of beneficial, really bad for me, I guess. You're going to fall back to plan B, which is your second shield, which is your ramp. Your ramp will be your second shield, and you can set your ramp up in so many different ways. So say their first shield doesn't work because maybe they're positioning themselves, but they get a right hand peek on you, which is on this side. You don't want to use this wall peek anymore, so you can back up and fall back on your next shield, and you get an extra angle right here. So now they have to do something. They can't use that angle. Maybe they can use that angle on you, but I think you have a better advantage here. You could go for a reset and find a different angle. And now they're exposed like this, and you got really good cover, especially if you use your movement with it. Like I said, like if you're standing maybe in the middle of quadrant 3 and 4, and like when you go for the edit, make sure you're standing between 3 and 4, go for the edit, and slide back into quadrant 3 as you're confirming the edit, if that makes sense. See that? And from your opponent's point of view, you're really tucked in there, dude. And like especially if like you can't even see through unless you're playing like an Edit Pump Wars. If you use your movement like that, they have a general idea of where you are when you're looking through builds. But when you move while building. When you move while editing, move while confirming your edits, it makes you a very hard target to hit, very unpredictable. It's just a hassle for the person trying to trade and get a 50-50 off. So this turned from a 50-50 angle to like more of a 70-20, maybe even an 85-15 angle, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's shielding. That's one example of shielding. And as we go through this series of unorthodox training sessions, or training, whatever we're gonna call this, maybe it's gonna be unorthodox training sessions. I'm going to be explaining other ways to shield. So these are drills that are gonna have an immediate effect on your overall gameplay as you get good at them. So yeah, the reason these are unorthodox is because it's not the traditional, you know, you're just doing edit courses or you're just free building. These are very targeted drills that target specific types of concepts, specific techniques and skills that you can use in combat. So yeah, so that was that drill. I hope you guys understand the concept of quadrants. And yeah, the quadrants concept is going to be great because you're going to understand positioning so much better. I can really tell you guys, like, because a lot's happening. Fortnite is such a complex game. A lot is happening in every fight. You could turn a 50-50 fight into an advantage just from positioning and other little concepts that I can teach you guys. But yeah, I'm still learning as well. But I do have a lot of knowledge from when I was on controller. So I'm learning. I'm on keyboard and mouse now, so I'm not the cleanest player right now, but I'm definitely getting better. And as I'm getting better, I'd like to get better with you guys, teach you guys what I know as we pursue this goal of greatness. You know what I mean? Yeah. Should we move on to the next drill, or should we keep it here? Maybe keep it short and sweet for now. Yeah, let's keep it short and sweet. That was like 5 or 6 drills. We'll leave it there. So this is a great drill. Just to finish off this drill right here, all you're doing is double editing, double reset. Double editing, double reset. Make sure you're starting off in quadrant 3 and you're landing in quadrant 2 when you go for your last edit. And when you go to do the reset, you jump back into quadrant 3 and quadrant 2 as you're going for your reset. So 1, 2, and you're landing in quadrant 3. Got me? Then it's double edit and we're landing in quadrant 2, double reset, landing in quadrant 3. It's a lot easier to do on controller. That's why this is really good for keyboard and mouse players. But as you start to get the hang of it, it becomes more clean to do on, I don't know, there's strengths and weaknesses to both platforms, but just practice it and it could look so clean. Practice makes perfect, guys. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you have a timer. These are just 2-minute drills that you do. I'm gonna give you guys more drills later. There are tons of drills you could use this for. And yeah, we're just getting started. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. Happy grinding, guys. And don't forget to leave a like, it definitely helps us. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a beautiful day, guys.